You're listening to the Game Changer podcast. Today's topic: who said you were supposed to struggle? Sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
Top of the morning, welcome back. This is the Game Changer podcast with Setema Gali. You guys better get your minds right and get up and let's go. See, it's more than the game that we changing.
What's up, my friends? Good to be with you on the podcast today. Thank you for listening. Go and leave a review on iTunes. Share this forward on any of your social media channels. And let me know if you're listening by taking a screenshot and tagging me in your stories, whether it's on LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok, all the good old channels out there. All right. Who had an amazing week last week? Had our Circle of Champions in the house. We had about 60 clients in from all over the country. Had 3 amazing days with the clients, an extra day with the coaches. So 4 full days of instruction and connection and networking. And wouldn't you know, lessons come up and conversations get had. And I love it, right? This came up for me. It wasn't a client. Someone was like, man, I'm so tired. I'm so exhausted. I'm so tired. And, I'm kind of going through this depressed phase. And like this thing came in me that was like, well, okay, if you're depressed, who said that you're supposed to struggle? And again, I'm having this conversation with myself because I'm walking through some of our processes and some of our tools. And I'm like, that's interesting. Listen, if you're going through some kind of depression, what we have been trained, taught, and educated to believe is that we're supposed to struggle. And if life is punching you in the gut and kicking you in the teeth and pulling you back down, and you feel like you're just being overwhelmed every single day with challenges, with opposition, with resistance, with everything else that's coming around you to stop you from your goals and dreams, who told you that you're supposed to struggle through it? Now hear me on this before you turn me off. Just get what I'm trying to tell you. What if, instead of the struggle, what if you just said, hey, cool, this is fuel, and I'm going to use it. I'm going to use the depression to go dig my heels in and dig my feet in and go to work. I'm going to use the discouragement. So again, right, typical behavior. I have a thought. I feel some kind of weirdness and tiredness. And immediately we go into what's trained, taught, and educated, which is I'm supposed to struggle. I'm supposed to be tired. And I'm supposed to be all depressed. Well, who said that? I'd have you just try on, this is fuel. Like, this is fuel right now. And I'm actually going to go and work, or I'm actually going to go and be intentional with my sleep. And I'm going to sleep and I'm going to get up and I'm going to go do what's required. I've been feeling it myself, feeling the fatigue and from the church things to the community things to the tackle football with my boys to one of my sons and my other son. And I love like being a father, and then my marriage. And I love my beautiful wife. And it's like, then I got my business. We've got our other business. And sometimes my mind wants to go into this la-la land of, oh my gosh, Setema, you're doing so much. You should be tired and you should sleep. And I'm like, well, okay, but I don't have to. I don't have to struggle. My thing to you is use it. Use it. Again, let the trigger be the teacher. And so this is a way of being where you train, teach, and you educate yourself to respond with power, to respond not as a victim, to respond and 100% own everything in your life. Going through a divorce? Well, who said that you're supposed to be all sad and miserable? I'm sure you're going to be. I know a lot of people who have been divorced. But use the trigger to teach you. And what's that? New beginnings, new horizons, new possibilities. And every time the thoughts and the stories come up, remember this, right? You are not experiencing life the way that you think life is being experienced. You are experiencing life through the thoughts and the stories that you create around what you observe, which means if you are observing, again, whether it's a divorce or a business loss or an awesome vacation or a success and victory, whatever the thing is, you're seeing it through the lens of what you think about that, or the thoughts and the stories you have about that, or the interpretation. What does this mean? It means rewire your mind. It means use what you got. Let the old triggers become new teachers. Let the old trials and the way that you would react to them, now you get to intentionally respond to them. And you get to go and create new responses because the triggers are now the teachers and you're intentional. For example, typically when Setema goes through like a dip, right? Seth Godin is like the dip. And I go through kind of this pit or this chasm as I'm getting ready to come out on the other side and go vertical and go to another level, right? We know that every new level has a new devil. There's problems awaiting you at every turn. What do we know? Setema typically goes into this funky funk where I get tired and I start to feel sorry for myself. Now, I know, right? Most guys aren't going to tell you the truth. They're just going to say how they've got all the answers. I'm telling you right now, I go into this kind of this funk. before and after amazing events. So 2 weeks ago, we had Funnel Hacking Live. I'm on stage in front of 5,000 to 6,000 people down in Orlando. It was an amazing experience. Russell Brunson, hats off. We'll shoot a podcast about that one. Then we come home and go right into Circle of Champions. So coaches on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday with the Circle, 50, 60 people in the room. Amazing experience at the Sundestin. And then one of my other businesses was in town, the team. And by the time everyone left on Sunday morning, I'm smoked and I'm just exhausted. And then I was like, okay, the old Setema would respond with just tired and spent. And I'm like, okay, that's what I've been trained, taught, and educated to do. And I'm like, okay, the trigger, like who said I'm supposed to feel this way? I'm like, what if I just changed my lens? If I changed the way that I'm viewing this thing? And I was like, man, all this work has given me energy. And all this work has given me a vision and capacity. And all this load and events and speaking and travel and late nights have given me opportunities to grow and to become. And now I get to go forge forward with a new vision and perspective on building the life that I want, using the triggers that would typically put me into a spiral. Now I can put that into a lift and into a climb. I challenge you to do the same thing. You look at how you react to things. I want you to look at your normal habitual way of being, right? Whatever is habit for you, and change how you respond. Go from reactive to let me be responsive. Go from it's their fault to, dude, it's my fault. It's on me. It's my responsibility. If you'll do that, you'll become a game changer, right? You're going to become somebody who can change the game, not because something on the outside of you is changing, but because the inside of you continues to transform and become converted, and you begin to have this mighty change in your heart to become the person who's required to build the life that you truly desire. Ball's in your court, game changers. The ball is in your court, and it is on you to go do what you're supposed to do. Until next time, my friends, I'm out.
Let's go. See, it's more than the game that we changing. We don't do it for the block, do it for the name. Yeah. No, there ain't no stopping it. If you really want it, better rock with it. This is how to be a game changer. Better put your pride down, heavy, get your pen up. Wanna be the greatest, we ain't stopping till we win, yo. This is how to make it when they hating. We ain't worried what they saying. This is how to be a game changer.